everyone.
Yeah, this is fantastic stuff, and fantastic for this one dude over on Tech Power Ups Forum, because according to his story, and I've got my suspicions, he allegedly saw some trash on the side of the road, assumed it might have been, I don't know, a discarded candy wrapper, and he did his duty to civilization, hurried over to scoop up the shining scrap and to deliver it to the appropriate garbage receptacle, and upon laying his hands on it, he realized it was solid metal. Moreover, it was an entire laptop. Brushed the dirt and detritus aside, and okay, that's enough story crafting. I got a prototype of the yet-to-be-released Microsoft Surface Laptop Ultra with NVIDIA's RTX Spark N1X inside. And he's had it for a month, and he reviewed it.
Interesting.
Not supposed to have it.
Yeah.
So, story crafting, I don't buy that it's trash. Maybe
it was candy wrapper.
Maybe potentially protecting somebody at, Microsoft who shouldn't have let him have it, but, gets to review it anyways type deal. But the general idea is that still a prototype, has some prototype-esque issues like power modes not working properly, display being a little wonky, power consumption being a little higher than it likely should be. Like the AI test scores saw no difference between performance and balance mode, so like that
Something's
didn't matter.
going on there, yeah.
And overall, it performs like an M5 Pro Mac.
Okay.
So that's not bad,
Yeah.
especially for unreleased drivers not being quite out there just yet. But also, performance stays the same when you're on battery.
That's the winner right there.
Exactly.
That is the winner.
So you get NVIDIA GPU power, so you can play video games, and you can play the same amount of video games on battery as you do when you're plugged in, and so your battery dies real quick.
I'm okay with that as long as it doesn't just, suddenly forget how to do everything.
Yeah, well, in case you want to see the interior of that Windows laptop, looks mildly repairable. Battery swappable, SSD accessible. I think the RAM is not because it's soldered, but you could also see cooling solutions there. Like, it's not a bad looking interior of that
good.
laptop. Yeah. So he says he's going to update his forum post as he does more testing. Very limited games. Like, it was mostly the Fire Strike 3D Mark test. So it was
classic.
Yeah, but not like actual gaming benchmark tests, but also Windows on ARM. Biggest issue is
The little
it's going to be freaking Windows. That's going to be your problem.